I just want to get this off my chest. Hawaii is an American state. Don't get me wrong about that. We all know this. I know this. It's an American state. We can't change that. It's political. You can't change politics unless something comes out of the freaking water and maybe it might go back to its rightful place. It's an American state. But what I'm trying to say is that it's not America's America. And what I mean by that, I mean, like, you know how every like place in the mainland of America, it's always like similar. I mean, it has different cultures, but it's always the same. You got the white, you got the black, you got the Mexican, Puerto Rico, Filipino, you got the Latinos and the whites and blacks, you got the Asians, right? You got like all these guys. And like most of the times it's the same shit, you know? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Maybe in Louisiana there's gators, and in freaking Florida there's like fucking crocodiles, and maybe you wrestle those fucking crocodiles. And in New York you can't get guns because who needs fucking guns? I mean, bullshit. You still need guns. But what I'm trying to say is that, but Hawaii is just different. What I mean by that is that it has its own culture, its own language. It has its own history. All right? Listen, America has its history, yes, and every state has history, rather it's a war history, rather it's a freaking revolution history, rather it's a freaking cultural history, like LA riot, or New York riot, or whatever fucking riot there is, the Chicago riot, which is, well, let's be honest, Chicago has always been a shithole, so a riot doesn't change anything. I'm just saying, Hawaii has been living in this world for like fucking thousands and thousands of years, and America only hundreds, and it has its own history, and you can't change its history, especially if it has its own monarchy. America may have their politics and presidents, but we had our kings and queens. We had King Kamehameha the First. Now, I may not know a lot about Hawaiian history because I did not focus a lot in Hawaiian history class back in 7th grade, but what I remember was King Kamehameha fought to bring all the islands back together. And that was pretty cool. Now, don't get me wrong. I love America. And I'm glad Hawaii is an American place. But people should understand, all right? Don't act like you know everything. Don't act like you know Hawaii is fucking American state, because you don't know. You don't know. I lived in Hawaii for 8 years and I still don't fucking know. My dad's been living there a lot longer than I have, and my mother, same as me. My sister was born in Hawaii. And let me tell you something, man. What I've learned in Hawaii, I'm fucking learning today. Because, like, people should understand. Just because you're smart don't mean you know. Just because you know don't mean you know. Okay, it sounds stupid, but what I'm trying to say is don't act like a smart ass. Alright? Acting like a smart ass don't always fucking work. Unless there's some arrogant son of a bitch who thinks he's smarter than everyone, then maybe you show off a little bit. But don't act like you know, alright? I love World War I history, and I fucking know a shit ton about that, but I still don't know a lot about it. Like, why did America join World War I in the first place? You know what I'm saying? But, like, yeah, it doesn't hurt to learn and understand, all right? And I hate the fact that people keep arguing to me about how Hawaii is an American place. Like, yeah, it's an American state, but it's its own thing, like I said. It's its own thing with its own people, with its own history, and its own monarchy. Yeah, the monarchy doesn't exist anymore after 1899, but people still have King Kamehameha as a statue, like a little yellow and black. It's pretty cool. I mean, unless you've seen it 1,000 times like I have, it gets pretty boring, but you start missing it, you know what I'm saying? But don't act like you know, alright? Just because you travel the world a few times, state there, state here, but you've never experienced Hawaii, then what do you know? I don't know. Then what do you know? You know what I'm saying? 3 rules. Shut the fuck up, listen, and learn. That's all I'm saying. Good day.